Hello, hello. We decided to pick up a Mini Brands Create capsule just to see how they compare with the Miniverse. It looks like these Mini Brands Create have been branded with the Masterchef TV series. Let's open this up and see what's inside. One thing that Mini Brands Create has that Miniverse doesn't is each one of these capsules comes with a UV light. This UV light is shaped in a chef's hat, which is pretty nifty. At first impression, it's great to have a UV light in the capsule itself, but I'll get to later on in this video about why it might not be so great after all. Now, here are the bags. With the Miniverse bags, I would say their designs are very whimsical, very fun. With these Mini Brands Create bags, they're just very plain and yeah, plain. Let's finish up opening up this first bag. Oh, and it looks like these are lamb chops. The box says glazed lamb. And we also got this nice big bottle of glaze. Okay, let's keep going. For this second bag, it looks like this is the display tray and some tweezers. Let's put that display tray together. Here is the iconic Masterchef logo. Oh, and it also looks like we got a fork. And this next bag looks like we are getting some paper. We got a cardboard cutout, the orange placemat. We also got the recipe book and another booklet with more fine print. The recipe book shows 11 recipes in total with a super rare apple pie. There are other desserts as well as other entrees to collect. The recipe book itself is really well designed. You'll see that each recipe has a dedicated layout, so they are easy to follow and greatly detailed. This book with the fine print indicates that each UV light has about 2 hours worth of light, and the batteries are not rechargeable and they cannot be replaced. So once it's done, it is done. All right, this next bag looks like we just pulled out a knife, the plate, and the veggies. The veggies are carrots and parsnips. Yummy. Okay, let's get the plating started. First, we're going to drop down some of this glaze on top of this plate. The initial glaze is on, so now we're going to put the veggies on top. Whoops, just a little smudge right there. No worries. Plate still looks fine. All right, veggies are down. The recipe calls for a UV light session at this stage. 5 minutes has passed and the glaze has set. So it's time to put on the lamb chops. But before we set up the lamb chops, here's a quick close-up look of what they look like. I personally think that these look like beef jerky. But what do you think? Do these look like lamb chops to you? Lamb chops are down. Now we're going to put the final touches of glaze onto the plate and glaze on top of the lamb chops. One final touch with the garnish, and then we're going to set this under the UV light again. So it's nice that these mini brands create gives you a UV light so you don't have to use the sun. But with the limited lifespan of these UV lights and the fact that you cannot replace the batteries, I feel like these end up being wasteful in the long run. But that's just my 2 cents. The vibe of these mini brands create is definitely different than the Miniverse. I feel like these mini brands version is a little like opening up a meal kit. Everything's really professionally done. The designs are professional. And with mini brands create, it feels like I'm going to a business lunch. But with a Miniverse, it feels like I'm going to the Willy Wonka factory. So for now, I would give a slight edge to the Miniverse. What do you think?
Thanks for watching. See you next time. Smash that like button.